Hi everybody, my name's Lori and welcome to my channel. Please hit the like and subscribe button because it really does help. My cat's there trying to make a little surprise visit. So today we're going to talk about what I eat in a day with trizepatide. Guys, let's face it, being on trizepatide has changed the way that we eat things. Gone are the days of mindless snacking, massive portions. So what does a day of eating on trizepatide really look like? Do I survive on protein shakes and air? Spoiler, no you don't. Trizepatide has been an incredible tool for managing weight and health, but it's also taught me to be more intentional about what I eat. Gone are those days of mindless snacking, piling my plate sky high instead. It's about keeping it simple, protein-packed, and satisfying. So if you're looking for meal inspirations, snack ideas, or just curious about how someone else handles the day, stick around. Let's break it down meal by meal. Let's start with breakfast. Let's be honest, breakfast is not my favorite meal. I've never been a breakfast person, and trizepatide or any of the GLP-1s, they don't magically change that. Most mornings, I like to keep it light and simple with a protein shake. Protein shakes are my go-to because they're quick, they're easy, and they don't leave me feeling overly full. Because remember, the GLP-1s slow down digestion, so I found starting the day with something light, that's what works best for me. I like to choose my shakes that are high in protein and low in sugar. Somewhere around 20 grams. That's about where I like to stay. And if I'm feeling fancy, I may add a handful of frozen berries or some spinach in there just to shake things up a little bit. Lunches. By the time lunch rolls around, I'm ready for something a little more substantial. My usual lineup is lean protein paired with fresh veggies. I like to keep it simple with shrimp, chicken, or turkey loaf. Shrimp is super easy to cook, or you can even buy it already cooked. And it's great for adding a variety of meals. Now, chicken is a classic. You can't go wrong with grilled or baked chicken breast. And turkey loaf may sound a little bit odd, but it's one of my secret weapons. I prep a small turkey loaf at the start of the week and slice it up for easy lunches. On the side, I like to have something fresh and crisp, like a small salad, sliced cucumbers, those are my go-to. No fancy dressings or croutons, just clean, simple veggies. And if I'm feeling really adventurous, I will sprinkle a little bit of vinaigrette on for flavor. Portion control for lunch is the key. Trizepatide helps keep me feeling full, faster, and longer. So I concentrate on small servings that satisfy me but don't stuff me. A little protein, a little veggie, and I'm good to go. Dinner. Dinner is my favorite meal of the day. I like to keep things interesting while I'm sticking to my plan. Most nights, I gravitate towards fish. I'm a big fan of swordfish, salmon, snapper, margate, pompano, trout. You name it, if it swims, it's probably on my plate at some point during the week. Fish is light, it's flavorful, it's packed with proteins, and it's perfect for the GLP-1 friendly dinner. For the side, I usually go with steamed veggies, broccoli, asparagus, green beans, zucchini. Those are my staples, and they're easy to prepare and they pair well with just about anything. Nowadays, you can buy them already in the bag, ready to throw in the microwave to steam. And on special occasions when I'm really in the mood for something indulgent, I'll whip up some vegetables au gratin. Yes, it's a little cheesy, but hey, balance is important. If I'm not in the mood for fish, it's rare, but it happens. I'll switch things up a little bit with chicken or even some lean beef. I only eat beef once or twice a month. It's more of a treat than a staple. When I want to add a little bit of variety, I'll make some zoodles with a little no sugar added spaghetti sauce. It's low carb, super tasty, and it feels like a comforting pasta dish without all those carbs. Occasionally, I'll have a half a baked potato or a sweet potato, a small serving of quinoa and brown rice. These little extras keep things interesting without throwing my progress off. Snacks. Moving on to snacks now. I'm not a big snacker, but on those days when I need a little something extra, I keep it simple. On the GLP-1 medications, I've learned that snacking is less about mindless grabbing of food like a bag of chips, and more about choosing small, satisfying bites that actually help me feel good. One of my favorite go-to snacks is a slice of cheese. It's quick, it's simple, it gives me that little hit of goodness without overdoing it. I feel if I need a little more protein, I'll grab a hard-boiled eggs. Eggs, the ultimate snack. They're filling, they're packed with protein, and they're so easy to prepare. You can even buy hard-boiled eggs already prepared. For those days that I'm craving something crunchy, raw vegetables are my best friends. Celery sticks, carrots, they're my grab and go type of food. And if I want a little bit of fun, I'll dip them in a little bit of yogurt-based dip, or even some hummus. It makes the whole thing feel like a little bit more than just plain veggies. Now, let's go on to, sometimes we get that chocolate craving, because let's face it, that happens. When we do, I reach for my Atkins or my Quest peanut butter cups. They're sweet enough to satisfy that chocolate urge, but they don't leave me feeling like I've eaten too much, or they're not too filling, or that I've overdone it. Sometimes I'll even snack on a handful of nuts, like almonds or walnuts, or it's something savory and it keeps me full. Snacks, they don't have to be complicated. For me, I just find these little bites that are easy and tasty, and they help me stick with my goals. Desserts. Even on GLP-1 medication, there's room for dessert. No matter how much the GLP-1 suppress your appetite, I'm not going to give up my end of the day treat. Desserts are like my little treat, a way to wind down and to feel like I've indulged. And I keep it simple. Most nights, I stick to fresh fruit. Berries, they're my favorite. I like strawberries, blueberries, raspberry, whatever's in season. They're sweet, they're refreshing, and they make me feel like I've had a treat without being too heavy. Sometimes I'll slice up an apple or some melon, just to make things a little bit different. And if I really want that warm and cozy thing, I'll make some homemade applesauce. It's super easy. I just cook the apples a little bit, sprinkle on some cinnamon, mash them up. That's tasty. They're amazing, but they also make your kitchen smell so good, like you've been baking all day. And of course, on those nights when food doesn't hit the spot, there's always, chocolate. The Atkins or Quest peanut butter cups, they're my lifesaver, but they do make other products if you're not a peanut butter cup lover. They're sweet enough to feel indulgent, but they don't make me feel guilty like regular candy. If I'm feeling really fancy, I might pair it up with some almonds, so I get that sweet and salty. Snacking for me is about ending the day on a high note without throwing off the whole progress I've made. And honestly, sometimes a little bit of chocolate, that's all I need. It's like treating myself. Balance. Sometimes by the end of the day, I realize I haven't had enough veggies. On those days, I'll take those little green tablets, 8 greens, as a backup. I know, real vegetables are better, but life happens, and sometimes it's just easier to pop a tablet and whip up some side vegetables. It's not perfect, but it gets the job done. The key to eating on trizepatide is finding what works for you. This is what works for me. It's about simple, nutrient-dense meals that keep you feeling satisfied without overloading my system. GLP-1 medication slows down the digestion, reduces your appetite, so I've learned to focus on quality over quantity. I always try to keep things flexible. Some days I'll switch up protein and add a new vegetables. On other days I just stick with the basics. That's what makes me feel good. The point is, listen to your body, make those choices that support your goal. And that's it. My full day of eating on trizepatide. I hope it gives you some ideas and inspiration for your own meals. Remember, there's no right way or no wrong way to eat on this medication. You just have to find out what works best for you and your lifestyle. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe and share it with anybody else that might find it helpful. Let me know in the comments, what's your favorite meal or snack while you're on these GLP-1 medications? I'd love to hear from you. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Stay healthy and be happy. Have a great day.